Hey, thanks for joining me. We're on day 68 series of Not a Fan, but a Follower. And this is a devotion series, so thanks for allowing me to tell you some information and ways to help you throughout this day. So day 6, morning. DTR, define relationship. These three letters constructed in the hearts of certain young men. What do they stand for? Define relationship. It's a conversation where the couple determines exactly where the level of commitment is. Are we friends? Are we dating? A DTR is when these questions get answers, and both parties say out loud what has been building in their hearts. Sometimes the DTR can be awkward. Other times it's a relief and excitement. No matter the kind, a DTR is necessary to make sure that both parties are on the same page and know the level of commitment that the person has toward the relationship. Focus. Start your day by reading Matthew 16:13 through 19. It wasn't just the crowds at the Feast of the Tabernacle who were trying to figure out who Jesus was. His disciples were in the same position. Jesus unleashes the question, who do people say that I am? To his followers. They're going to realize the trending opinions of various people. But Jesus isn't satisfied with this feedback. He makes the question personal. Jesus asks for a response to his identity. He wants to know what they're thinking about him. Peter's the one who responds. He bears his heart to Jesus and the disciples, and he defines his relationship with Jesus. Consider. Knowing about Jesus isn't enough. If you start reading the journal at day 5, then you will be missing out on a crucial truth. Jesus cares about the place he holds in our lives. Keeping tabs on other opinions of Jesus doesn't cut it. What you think about Jesus matters, and so does the level of commitment you have toward him. Apply. So the rest of this journal devotion series is built around what you're about to tackle today. Now is the time for you to define and with Jesus. Define your relationship with Jesus. So what place does he hold in your life? How committed are you to a relationship with him? Are you a spectator, fan, or follower? Here are some thoughts that might help bring some clarity. A spectator is an observer, someone who watches. A spectator might say, I'm just checking things out when it comes to Jesus. A fan is an enthusiastic admirer. A fan can be caught saying something like, Jesus is great, I like him a lot. A follower is one who denies himself, takes up his cross daily, and follows Jesus. A follower would say, I will dearly follow Jesus no matter the cost. Before you come to any conclusion, stop to pray and ask for God to reveal the truth to you. Ask for him to keep you from being self-deceived or from remaining oblivious to reality. If you haven't set aside enough time to pray right now, take the first opportunity you get to have a conversation with God about this question. Maybe you'll have some time on the way to school, in the study hall, on a break from work, or in lull between activities. Whenever the opportunity arises, seize the opportunity to spend some time seeking his guidance. After you've had time to pray, ask yourself where you're at right now. Are you a spectator, a fan, a follower? Give yourself the freedom to answer honestly without feeling bad about where you are. Reread over the statements, and which description sounds most like you? Which statement could you most truthfully say? Let this be the thought you return to throughout the day. It will help you, and also take this devotion series along with you, and you can listen to it as many times as you would like. And in the evening, reflect. Which of the 3 categories do you fall into right now? Spectator, fan, or follower? Are you content with where you currently are? Why or why not? What will it take for you to move forward where God is calling you to be? As you think about submitting everything to follow Jesus, what is your great spirit? As you wrap up your day today, imagine what it would be like to follow Jesus unconditionally. As you begin to see that picture come into focus, ask God to help the image to become a reality in your life. Also, 2 rival high school basketball teams, which were separated by the Mississippi River, were playing each other in the annual game. So the larger school is much more athletic and talented this particular year. They had 600 or more students in attendance at their school. To call it a rivalry had very little to do with the score of the competition. During the second half of the center court, after dunking the ball in the team's baskets, he ran back to the center of the court and bounced several times. He received a technical foul, and the coach took him out of the game. While everything about the dunk was performed correctly, but showboating afterwards was wrong. Most of the time right is not always right, and wrong is always wrong. But Scripture seems to indicate that there is a time when things change. So focus. Read Matthew 6:1-4. Certainly Jesus does not have anything against people doing kind acts for other people. As a matter of fact, if you read the New Testament, you will see many times that we are encouraged to serve one another, to look out for the needs of others, or to put others ahead of themselves. So it's not the righteous act that is wrong there, but the motivation behind the action. Finding in Jesus love the cause of men. This is not a new concept. It has been around since sin entered the world. You see it with many of the men God chose to use in Scripture. You see them use his disciples, and you see them among Christians today. Jesus opens the eyes of his audience by pointing out that even when our actions might be right, if the motivation is to show how good you are, then your heart's in the wrong place. Consider, as a child, your parents or teachers may have often encouraged you to share with others. At this age, the hope is that you are mature, sharing will become part of who you are. However, if you only share to get something in return, your righteous act will be overshadowed by your selfish motivation. There are many fans of Jesus who model their life after many of the principles of Jesus, but it is not because they have a desire to be like Jesus, but because of the attention they receive. They walk around with a holier-than-thou attitude, looking down on others and always talking about how they don't do certain things. They are sure to tell you about all the terrible things. These actions may be good, but if the motivation isn't love for Jesus, but self-promotion, then they are just fans of Jesus. Also apply. Today's challenge is to help someone out by doing something anonymously. It may be an encouraging letter, it may be paying for someone to participate in an event, or it may be cleaning up for a youth pastor after church. It could be anything, but do your best to make it something where no one else will know most of you do it. This is not to be done so you can feel good about yourself. This temptation will be to tell you others what you have done. Refrain from telling anyone. After all, the reward of men is momentary, but the reward from the Father in heaven is eternal. And in the evening, also reflect. What did you learn about your motivation today? Were you able to complete the challenge? Was it hard not to tell? How was it so difficult? How could changing your motivation change the way you serve and give? What do you think non-believers think about those who self-promote their good deeds? Why is it important to remember the words "be careful" at the beginning of Matthew 6:1? Also, in every group of friends, there is always one who talks the most. If you tell a story about driving a car really fast, they have driven a car faster. If you have jumped off a 20-foot cliff, they jumped off one higher. Their stories are always bigger and better than everyone else's. Most of the time, the stories are so exaggerated everyone just writes them off as being fake. Several years ago, there was a woman who made the claim she was also had difficulties in a story that had happened on the news. Her story was so amazing people rallied around her to listen. And several years later, it was revealed that her story was a lie. And we hear these stories and think, how could someone use others in order to promote themselves? But read Matthew 6:5-13. Underline every place you see instruction on how to pray. Write what you think what God is trying to communicate. Jesus is giving instruction to the crowd to correct some false assumptions on what a disciple of his should look like. This culture they were part of a highly religious culture. Many of the people who have risen to power and authority in the community were men of religion. In an effort to draw attention to themselves and receive recognition from others, many of the religious leaders have taken on some pretty habits. You could say these men were fans of God but didn't want to pursue a relationship with him. They would stand on corners and pray these long, elaborate prayers with big words that most people never use in a normal conversation. These prayers were not said as a way to communicate with God, but as a way of personal promotion. These prayers were said for the benefit of the onlookers and to put themselves on a higher spiritual level. Imagine, you go out on a date with your significant other. As you sit down at the table, you begin to tell them how great they are. You compliment their outfit, tell them how nice their hair looks, etc. Now let's pretend you are announcing this loudly for the whole restaurant to hear. And when it gets time to order, you shout, "Order anything you want, it's on me," as you look around the room for other patrons to be impressed by your actions. Of course, we would say this is awkward, but yes, this is the type of thing being done here. God desires us to have an intimate relationship with His people. Jesus sets the example and gives us an insight into what an authentic relationship with God looks like. The point of the text is not to say it's wrong to pray in public, or to even have long prayers, but when the heart behind a prayer is so others that will think we are good, then that falls short of what God desires. Also apply. When you pause to pray, be sure to check the motives. When you bow your head at lunch, are you really praying, or do you just want those lungs not look down upon you because you didn't pray before you took a bite? If you pray out loud, then others avoid the temptation to impress others with big words and long prayers. Remember, you're talking to your Father in heaven who already knows what you're going to ask. He just wants to hear from you regardless of how aggressive you sound. So try to pray modeling the Lord's Prayer. Start by telling God how awesome He is, then let Him know you will submit to His desires. Ask Him for the needs you have for today. And in the evening, reflect. How did your prayer times with God change today? Do you ever find yourself using God to promote yourself, and what ways? What part of the passage from earlier today made the biggest impact on you? How would believing that God already knows what you are going to ask many people about prayer? How would seeing God as a Father change your prayer life? And those are some information about being not a fun, but a follower, a journal being a follower. Thanks for tuning in.